Qanta, I hear what you're saying about Syria. I mean, I've traveled to Syria in the mid 1990s, and I know exactly the sort of pluralism that you're talking about and how that was protected essentially by the Assad regime. But back to Iran, I'm really concerned about what comes next because you've got these different groups. You've got the MEK, which seems like some terrible fusion of Marxism and Islamism as one potential option here. I know they've been lobbying very hard in Washington at the moment. I've seen some figures coming out, even in the conservative circles, supporting them. Are you concerned that you're going to lose the mullahs, which would be fantastic for the world, but wind up with something governing this country because it's not just people in the city, it's people in the country. It's a big population, and I can't imagine that, they're all on the same page about what comes next.
There is a huge risk, and that's why it's a tremendous gamble. President Trump can't afford just a cosmetic strike because he will lose so much credibility globally, and he owes it to the Iranian people for whom he's been one beacon of hope. Second, the number of mosques. Tehran itself reported a week ago 350 mosques were set fire by the Iranian people. They have had it with theocracy. They are, whether most of them are Muslim, most of them are Shia Muslim, they don't want religion forced on them in this totalitarian manner. So that is hopeful. If the West can help them, this new Iran could become pro-Western. And the overarching goal is to denuclearize Iran. That is going to happen. The mullahs are toast. And now what happens next is up to the Iranians, but it could be more supercharged and chaotic than the Syrian civil war. It's a huge country.
And Qanta, no shortage of topics to talk to you about, but Gaza. What's the latest that's happening in Gaza and the idea of a board of peace? Tell us what's happening there.
So we saw this very glitzy presentation in Davos with the Board of Peace. Lots of great ideas. The Gazan people do deserve to live in dignity. They do deserve to live free of Hamas. I'm very concerned there is a huge presence of Turkey and Qatar in all of this decision making. Yes, countries will have to sign up to commit $1 billion of investment if they're going to have decision making. There's tons of rubble that has to be removed. But there's already machinations about Hamas not being disarmed. That is a non-negotiable. We cannot create an Islamist empowered government of any remnant with Hamas in Gaza. That will be no future for the Palestinians and intolerant for the Israelis. The events in Syria, north of Israel, only reinforce the importance of containing any Islamist elements. And if we look a bit further, let's say Iran falls. Let's say these minorities in Syria are not addressed. Turkey is now going to have enormous influence from Turkey over the Levant, over Syria. It already has a huge capture of the market and economy in Iraq. And it could also be having an influence on the new Iran. So this is a tremendous tension between world powers.